Has it helped your meditation practice a lot to do this form of moving meditation?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've been doing meditation, like sitting meditation. I've been doing since I was about 11, right? So over 30 years of sitting meditation. And before I did the movement, and before actually I did any sort of movement, I started doing yoga when I was, 27 or 28. That's when I seriously got into movement. So for many, many years, I just did sitting meditation. And the movements were a revelation because we have a lot of, I would say, unmanaged energy in our body. And it is very difficult, even for a very experienced meditator, to work with that energy. It's very, very difficult, which is part of why it's so difficult to sit for over 30 minutes or an hour. Even experienced people in the West have difficulty with over an hour. And that's okay. It's not a criticism, it's just a fact. And it's because of this unmanaged energy in the body, just a nervousness. We live in an environment that puts all these impressions, and we need to move. And almost all of us, like 99% of people in the West, don't move enough, could move more. We are built to move for at least 8 hours a day. That's this construction. If we don't, we accumulate tension. So the movements were this key to see how to be with that energy, how to run it through the body, how to enjoy the energy of the body, how to harmonize my body with my emotions, with my thoughts, which didn't happen when I was sitting meditating because there was nothing was happening. And in movements, a lot is happening. You keep dancing, you keep learning the movements, other people are moving around you. It's a lot more similar to life. Life is everything's happening and I'm trying to stay centered and I can't, right? That is, I think, a pretty complete description of life, especially in the last few years and everywhere in the world. Everything's happening. I'm trying to be centered and I can barely maintain that, right? It's the same in the movements. So it's a much more accurate simulation of real life. So for me personally, that has made meditating in life much more possible, which is something I've always tried to do, but I really, really had difficulty with. Like to be meditating while I'm working, while I'm driving, while I'm talking to someone, while I'm having an argument, is that possible? It was something that I couldn't do. After doing the movements for a long time, that gradually became more and more possible to just meditate anywhere. Because I'm used to meditating while I'm moving. I'm used to meditating while I'm thinking. I'm used to meditating while I'm learning something new. That has really brought in meditation while things are happening. I am still centered and aligned and seeing myself. That was, for me, I think, the biggest change in meditation because of movements, yeah.
Excuse me for a minute.
Sure.
So that's actually quite interesting what you've just said, because in actual fact, these practices become a sort of fast track path to meditation. But not only that, but they're also enabling us to learn living meditation and what it means to live life from that place.
Yeah, that's very accurate. The way I think of it often is as a gateway to meditation, which is, by the way, what yoga was designed to do. Very specifically said in the oldest yoga scriptures, yogasana is a preparation for jnana meditation, for jnana. That was the purpose of yoga. In that sense, the dances are similar. I think they have other things that yoga doesn't, but they're a very good gate to sitting meditation. Sitting meditation becomes very different if you practice the movements, and you will experience this in the retreat.
This was actually one of the things that attracted me, because I have a yoga practice which does exactly that. So it's yoga combined, and I found the impact of the movement of the yoga combined with meditation basically enabled both my yoga practice and my meditation practice to accelerate dramatically. And the Gurdjieff movements, this is the thing that I can see, that they've got these qualities which will do a similar thing. And then they've got this group dynamic, which is adding another layer that we see less in yoga because it tends to be a personal practice. So I'm excited, I think, also about this group dynamic and the group field that emerges as we do the movements together as a group.